This is your WWE NXT TAKEOVER Brooklyn 4 preview and predictions video. TAKEOVER Brooklyn 4 goes live this Saturday as the kickoff to SummerSlam weekend at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And as you guys may know already, I will be going to this event this Saturday at the Barclays Center. This will be my fourth TAKEOVER Brooklyn show that I'm going to, and overall my fifth TAKEOVER that I'm going to, period. I've been to literally all three TAKEOVER Brooklyn shows. I've been to TAKEOVER Dallas, part of WrestleMania weekend 2 years ago almost, and now I'm going to TAKEOVER Brooklyn 4 this Saturday. If you are going to be at the building or in Brooklyn as part of SummerSlam weekend, if you see me, feel free to say what's up, what have you, what up, mother flower, or if not, let me know in the comment threads if you're going to be in the building or at Brooklyn for that weekend. I'm actually going to be heading to Brooklyn this Saturday, or I'm actually going to be heading to New York, period, this Saturday, a little early, around 12 p.m., 12:30-ish, going into 1. Reason being because I got tickets to the Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson show, the Something to Wrestle With live at Gramercy Theater in Manhattan. So I'm going to that, and then after that, I'm taking the subway with Walter, or maybe an Uber, one or the other, and we're heading over to Brooklyn for TAKEOVER. Should be fun. It's always a fun time. It really, really is. And let's be real about it. Let's keep it 100, okay? TAKEOVER Brooklyn is going to blow SummerSlam out of the fucking water. I've been saying this for a long time now. You know, NXT has done an amazing job in building up, hyping up, getting fans excited for TAKEOVER. But then again, been the same way for TAKEOVER War Games, TAKEOVER Philadelphia, TAKEOVER New Orleans, TAKEOVER Chicago 2, and TAKEOVER Brooklyn 4 is no exception at all. The card itself is a very, very good, solid card. And again, I cannot wait to be there. So I did not do an NXT review this week because, again, it was a go-home show. At the same time, I was tired. So what I'm going to do here in this prediction, as I talk about each match, I'm going to talk about what happened also yesterday, literally during NXT, involving the match that I'm talking about, what have you, okay? So yesterday, there was a tag team match between, I want to say, the Street Profits and the Mighty. It was a whatever match. It is what it is. But we kicked things off again with EC3 versus the Velvetine Dream. This should be a very, very fun match. Yesterday at NXT, these two guys were in the ring, cutting a promo on each other, back and forth. Again, very, very good promo from both guys here. Again, it's a crazy match if you think about it, right? All this stemmed from Royal Albert Hall in that tag team match where Velveteen Dream walked out. And 2 weeks ago, there's this whole thing where EC3 went to Velveteen Dream's like poolside or his pool house, whatever, and obviously threw Velveteen Dream into the pool. And yesterday at NXT, they had that promo, end up in a brawl. I feel like this is not a one and done match. I feel like there's probably more to offer in this feud. And I think honestly, when you look at this, right, I think Velveteen Dream needs the win. He really, really does. A big win, if you will. And at the same time, you know, I have no problem with EC3 losing and then probably winning in the rematch. It'll probably want to be at a TAKEOVER, but nonetheless, I'm going to go with Velveteen Dream here. It's going to be an insane match, though, because at the same time, it's like, yo, who do you cheer? You know what I'm saying? Who the hell do you cheer for right now? Do you cheer for EC3? Do you cheer for Velveteen Dream? Both guys are fucking talented, but I'm going with Velveteen Dream. Mother Flowers as well in the comment threads. Give me your predictions as well. Who do you see winning these matches and all that fun stuff as well? After that, we go to the North American Championship match. Adam Cole defending the championship versus Ricochet. I've been saying this for a while now. These two guys are going to go out there and they're going to steal the fucking show. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And you know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure these two guys, I could be wrong on this, but I don't recall these two guys having a match on the indie circuit. Maybe I'm wrong on it. You know, maybe they had a match in PWG. But let's be real about it. These two guys are going to go out there, going to tear it up. The whole build-up here has been, you know, in Ricochet's eyes, hey, you know, Adam Cole has been hiding behind the championship, hiding behind the Undisputed Era. Literally last week, it was supposed to be Ricochet in a match, and he got taken out by the Undisputed Era. And I really enjoyed the video package from last night's NXT. Building up the match, it talked about how the Undisputed Era literally is about to make 1 year since joining NXT, and how TakeOver Brooklyn is so, important for the Undisputed Era, because that's where they all started. And now they're going into the event, all of them almost as champions, right? Adam Cole going in as the North American champion, the first one at that. You have Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy going in as the tag team champions, even though it's supposed to be Bobby Fish, but Bobby Fish is out with an injury still. But nonetheless, it's one of those things where, you're just, oh my God, you just know they're going to tear it down. Ricochet, again, is amazing as well. I feel like, honestly, though, when you look at the card, it's kind of heel heavy. It really, really is. You're not going to have literally almost every heel win here. Let's be real about it. I think, honestly, they're going to have literally Ricochet become the new champion. Expect all the near falls, all the dives, all the holy shit moments. Like, literally, there's matches on this card that can definitely steal the show. And this is one of them. But that being said, I'm going to go with Ricochet to become the new North American champion. And there you go with that. And then after that, we have the NXT Tag Team title match. We have the Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly defending the championships against the former tag team champions of NXT, Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate. Listen, I said this just a couple of seconds ago with Ricochet Adam Cole. That match could steal the show. So can this one. We've seen how great it was in Royal Albert Hall when, Trent Seven, Tyler Bate won the tag titles. And we saw that crazy match literally a couple weeks ago for the tag team titles in NXT, where it was just back and forth, all this shit. And it literally ended with Tyler Bate throwing in the towel because he was so concerned for the safety of Trent Seven, who's his mentor, who trained him. And again, the safety of Trent Seven meant more to Tyler Bate than the tag titles, right? It was a crazy ass back and forth match. Just imagine what's going to happen in Brooklyn, right? And literally yesterday at NXT was Tyler Bate versus Roderick Strong as the main event. And it was a good match. Don't get me the fuck wrong. You had obviously Trent Seven outside the ring. They even attacked him. But it was all said and done, Tyler Bate got the win on over Roderick Strong, hitting the Tyler Driver for the 1-2-3. And again, it's one of those things where it's a toss-up right now. Do you really give the belts back to Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, or do you go on still with the Undisputed Era, still as the tag team champions? But again, it's a crazy back and forth match. Like I said, man, this shit can definitely steal the show. But I'm actually gonna go with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong to walk out still the NXT Tag Team Champions. Just a crazy match just to think about, right? Just think about that for a minute, right? If you thought what they did in Royal Albert Hall was crazy, or they did a couple weeks ago, NXT was insane. Just think about the fuck's gonna happen in New York and Brooklyn with a bunch of drunk motherflowers in attendance watching this shit. It's gonna be fucking insane, okay? Let's keep it 100. We then go from what I feel will be the co-main event between Shayna Baszler defending the NXT Women's Championship versus Kairi Sane. This is obviously the third fight, their third match, if you will. Kairi Sane beat Shayna Baszler literally almost a year ago in the finale of the Mae Young Classic. And literally months after, Shayna Baszler on NXT television, when they were, I believe, in Atlanta at Center Stage, got a win over Kairi Sane. So now it's the rubber match, the third match. Who's gonna walk out the champion? Literally yesterday, it was Kairi Sane versus Aaliyah. You had Shayna Baszler on commentary. Shayna Baszler claiming that Kairi Sane doesn't have that killer instinct, right? That was the whole thing she was claiming in this whole thing, how she doesn't have the killer instinct. But it's crazy because Kairi Sane literally yesterday against Aaliyah literally dropped like 3 diving elbows from the top rope, right? And we all know how amazing that diving elbow is. We all know how crazy it is. The visual of it, it's insane, right? And she kept staring at literally Shayna Baszler, who was on commentary, like I said earlier, kept staring at her. Each time she hit the elbow, she got angry and angry and angry. Then she hit this, I want to say like a Boston Crab or like a Cloverleaf, something like that, like a sharpshooter on Aaliyah. And then she laid back. So more pressure on Aaliyah. At the same time, when Kairi Sane was doing this, she was staring at Shayna Baszler with an angry look, which obviously, again, Aaliyah tapped out. But that's the whole thing here. You know, in Shayna's eyes, hey, you know, Shayna Baszler, since coming to NXT, has literally taken out every woman that she's faced, while Kairi Sane has been complacent, just chilling there, not doing anything, nothing meaningful. Even though, yeah, you can say that Kairi Sane was a part of the Women's Royal Rumble. She was a part of the Women's Battle Royal WrestleMania. And it's going to be a good match. I will say that. Is it going to be the level of, in my opinion, of Sasha and Bayley from TakeOver Brooklyn 1? No, it won't be. But if I'm going to go with the winner here right now, I'm going to say that Shayna Baszler retains the NXT Women's Championship. But that's my honest opinion. I want it from you, motherfucker, the commenter of this video. And then from here, we go on to the main event. Chapter 3, motherflower. Chapter fucking 3. Tommaso Ciampa, who many people feel is the best heel. And I'm going to say it too. He is obviously the best heel right now in WWE. Versus Johnny Gargano for the third time. Think about this too, right? And I know Salman said this on his show over the weekend. Johnny Gargano now has main evented, I want to say, 4 takeovers, right? He main evented TakeOver Philadelphia with Andrade Cien, which was the match of the year for NXT. Probably the best takeover main event in the history of NXT, right? He main evented TakeOver New Orleans, TakeOver Chicago 2, obviously TakeOver New Orleans and TakeOver Chicago 2 with Tommaso Ciampa, and now the third one in TakeOver Brooklyn with Tommaso Ciampa in a last man standing match. And I'm going to be real about it, you know. I personally feel that, in a way, I don't mean to come off like a fucked up person, because yes, I get it. It was supposed to be, you know, a triple threat. It was supposed to be Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano. And yesterday on NXT, they played this video on who could have been the one to attack Aleister Black. And they laid names like the Undisputed Era, Johnny Gargano, for some reason Lars Sullivan, Cassius Ohno, Tommaso Ciampa. You kind of get the idea, right? Names that they could have mentioned who could have been the one to attack Aleister Black. But again, this story writes itself. You know, you only wonder now, how are Gargano and Ciampa, how are they going to outdo the last 2 matches, right? But at the same time, you know, I don't mean to come off like a fucked up person. I don't. But a part of me feels like Aleister Black getting hurt, like it was a blessing in the sky. Like it was meant to be almost, if you will. At the same time, it's like, what the fuck are they going to do? I'll be real about it too. I'm gonna keep it 100. A part of me wished, and I said this on Twitter, that Gargano and Ciampa 3 at TakeOver Brooklyn, because again, when you think about it, TakeOver Brooklyn is the WrestleMania takeover, if you will, for NXT, right? I would have done a Hell in a Cell match. Gargano and Ciampa inside Hell in a Cell for the championship. That's what I would have done. But that being said, again, the last man standing match, so this match will probably go long, a long-ass match. And you only wonder what's going to happen. I'll be real about it, though. To me, Tommaso Ciampa should not lose the championship. He should not. He should hold on to it for a while, maybe until WrestleMania weekend of next year. I mean, can you wait on? Can you wait till then? I mean, the idea is, right, if Ciampa's winning this match, after this, they got to go their separate ways. I mean, yeah, you can come back to this if you want, but right now, after this, just go their separate ways, have Gargano tear it up on the singles run, and then have Ciampa still have this dominant run as champion, beating up other people, or facing other people, what have you, right? There's even talks of Matt Riddle. Like, you even heard rumors a while back that Matt Riddle might be involved in this, where Matt Riddle might even be part of the triple threat, when that's not even happening anymore. But you know Matt Riddle will be probably in attendance, sitting there in the front row, smoking a blunt, what have you. But I'm going to go with Tommaso Ciampa. It should be a very, very fun, crazy match. Who to say? Maybe they'll have Candice LeRae get involved in some way, shape, or form. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm just telling you guys right now, TakeOver Brooklyn is going to be an insane show. TakeOver Brooklyn 4. It's crazy. You know, there's been 4 TakeOver Brooklyns already. It's amazing how time goes by so fucking fast, right? I've been at the first TakeOver Brooklyn, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to the 4th one, right? I'm aware that they're going to go back to Brooklyn for WrestleMania weekend next year. There'll be TakeOver Brooklyn 5. I'm likely going to the Ring of Honor show with New Japan, the G1 Supercard. But again, just crazy stuff coming up this weekend. I cannot wait. Mother Flowers, give me your predictions down below in the comment thread of this video. All right. I will be doing a review most likely Sunday in the morning when I come back. I'm also going to be doing a vlog. I haven't vlogged in a while. I think the last vlog that I did was for Backlash. So there you go. I'm getting my cameras ready, charged up, and all that fun stuff. So expect a day in life vlog, if you will, for TakeOver Brooklyn 4 and that weekend as a whole, that Saturday as a whole, if you will, right? So that's it for me, Mother Flowers. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment threads, your predictions. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout all these shows: Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, Impact Wrestling pay-per-views, and above all up with all you crazy, sick, twisted Mother Flowers. And that's all I gotta say, Mother Flower. Thank you for watching, and I am out like Janice Titties, y'all. Peace out, Mother Flowers.